For our second poem of the night, we go with I Cannot Sleep. And I cannot sleep. Part of the reason why I cannot keep my thoughts from roaming all over. A million thoughts to ponder, domestic and international. Within the circuit of being a national. It shows in my writing. Pure hogwash, unable to combine two words to make nonsense of my thoughts. And still I am awake, thoughts lingering on a plane. Do make some noise, lest I make. I would hate people to see me through the pane. It is not a window. It shows in my thinking, jumbled thoughts, unable to follow a train, to make nonsense of my thinking. Now I will sleep. Hopefully I will wake. I will have clearer thoughts about the same issues, turned uglier by the minute in the jungle of it all. I crave nothing but two wishes: to sleep again, to be a baby again. These will but assure, with no definite measure, no care unlimited. Now I am assured. I wrote utter nonsense. That is our second poem. Let me know how you're enjoying it. Feel free to share your thoughts in the chat. Definitely a change is going to come. My co-presenter tells me my sound is not clear. Please let me know if the sound is not clear so I can adjust everything in here. I'm going to be very human as possible. I'm going to go on with the third poem of the night. But before I do that, if you have a copy of my book, SilentNoises, please feel free to text me if you want me to read a particular poem from it, or if you want to unmute and share with me a particular poem you love from it. Feel free. Let me know. For now, I take on the third poem. The third poem is titled He. He took in the view as he crested the hill. The descent was in the offing. He was more than excited. The view was something else. What was it that he saw? People were coming from afar to meet them with water. They were not many. Others held fruits, yet others held towels. Yes, that was the difference. They were standing. The majority were sitting comfortably in armchairs. He remembered the start. Life was a cart. Drop and fill. He had stopped to help. To help the one-legged and blind. Even now, he was helping this old lady along. He had fallen sick. He had his own family. Yet he owed society. And now, they had taken front line seats to watch him, only on the home stretch. He laughed. He looked at those who were relying on him and said, "Get ready to be dazed with bewilderment." And that is the third one for the night.
Music.
Can I get a sip? Can I get a sip? Can I get a sip?
Cheers. Hey. Cheers.
Cheers to a good night.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. No, give it, I'll do it.
Respect, Tipari.
Definitely see the drink over there. The drink by the window. Yeah.
All right, let's go for our fourth poem of the night.
Give me a tissue.
This poem is called Change.
Give me a tissue.
Change is gonna come. Change is gonna come. It will break that down. Pent up emotions, tears, agony built amid fears. Change is gonna come. Change is gonna come. There will be freedom. People will enjoy their kingdom. Abundant smiles for once. Change is gonna come. Change is gonna come. The politician will no longer maul. There will be health care for all. Nobody will absolutely haul what is for all. Change is gonna come. Change is gonna come. Change is gonna come. It is coming. Help it arrive. Be the change you want, because change is coming. Thank you. The next one is a close one yesterday. I had a close one yesterday. Let me give you the background of this poem. I wrote this poem in 2017. I wrote this poem on my hospital bed. At that point in time, I knew I was gone. I did not have a pen, I did not have paper, nothing. I'm surprised I was able to recollect this poem till I got out of the hospital and put it on paper. I hold it very dear to me. I had a close one yesterday. It was so close I gave up. But Jah gave me an angel to watch over me, to keep my head above the water, to erase all fear and replace with reality. I had a close one yesterday. It was so close. Years ago, he said, "No, my son, you are mine." He sent an angel my way, an angel to watch over me, to feed my soul, to motivate me, an angel to provide for me, as the doors were shut in my face. I had a close one yesterday. You were there. Some laughed, some wept. He put an angel over me. Angels came over the hills and through the valleys. Angel walked through fire and water. Angel did my Father's will. My thanks eternally. And that's just one more down for the night. Yeah, come on, yeah. Nice man, yeah. Go for his reading. Cheers.
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 More nights.
Cheers.
Yep.
Yes.
Solomon.
Irie. I'm going to go on to the next one. Dreams. But most of these poems I'm reading tonight cannot be found in my book, SilentNoises. This being the very first virtual poetry on one night, I decided to give you all something fresh. You know what? Before I go on with the next one, please, if you have your book, just wave it. Just wave it. Wave your book, let me see. 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 Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Before I read the next poem, can you please give me that book? Before I read my next poem, let me acknowledge my daughter, who was actually published before me. My daughter Portia was actually published before me, and I'm going to read one of her poems. Hey, I give you salute. Thank you very much. My daughter's poem is titled dogs. And it goes, dogs are wonderful creatures. They are full of different features. They can droop like a willow. They are soft like a pillow. They should be free, not kept in a kennel. Help a group that helps dogs, from Labradoodle to Golden Retriever. Respect your dog as they respect you. Give them a treat that they can eat. The moral is, don't be afraid of dogs and don't abuse them. So I had no hand in this poem. This is purely my daughter Portia's poem. And she was published way before I was.
In the Rising Star.
Yes, in the Rising Star book. Ernesto, are you Bruce? I beg, good evening. Mr. Derek Minter, I remember a few years ago when you said, Major, you have to do a poetry night. I said, yes, I'm thinking about it. Finally, it has come to pass. Thank you for pushing me. Yes, Derek, thank you so much for pushing me. I'm seeing so many faces. It's amazing. People that I have not seen in a long while. And I'm kind of just blown about it. Which leads me to my next poem, Dreams. Ben, Tugby Ben Akole, my greetings to you from afar. Yes, my next poem is Dreams. Dreams, dreams, dreams. We all have dreams. The rich dream. The poor dream rich dreams. Status quo matters not. Sorry about that. Dreams. The short ones have dreams. Tall people actually dream. Children have adult dreams. Age matters not. Some say it loud. Others say it's deja vu. Yet still, others talk only when it is past. They all must be dreams. The vessel matters not. Dreams, though, can be killed. They can be nurtured. Dreams continue lives, for better, for worse. Push dreams. Don't pull dreams. Edge dreams. Don't quash dreams. Bring dreams alive. Thank you.
Thank you.
My manager is advising that we take some time and enjoy some music before I come back so I don't bore you with too many poems. So you know what? I'm thinking, since we are just relaxing, right? Since we are just relaxing, who do I want to go with? Yeah, I want to go with this guy here. I'm not a DJ, so please pardon me.
Yeah. They can't hear you. Everybody can. Here. Here. Look. Take a few minutes break and adjust that.
Sorry about the technical hitch. That was my co-facilitator. Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me now. It was brought to my attention that you couldn't hear me previously. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. With that being said, if there is any poem you want me to repeat, please let me know. I will go back and repeat it. But for now, the next poem is Feelings. Feelings. Feelings, not emotions. That singular motion. A soothing feeling that is so calm. That storm before the calm. Feelings, not emotions. Static emotion. Drowned to be buried. Breathing yet dead. Feelings, not emotions, lost in commotion. Energy with no power, not being for an hour. Feelings, not emotions, lost in the ocean, surrounded by good support, guidance to port. Feelings, not emotions, articulated commotions, careful locomotion, long awaited symposium. I know some of my poems will kind of throw you. So if you really want me to repeat it, please feel free and I will readily repeat them. And if you want any explanation, feel free to ask me. I will explain them. So this particular poem is dear to my heart. I wrote it for the Manchester Land Conservation Trust. Thank you. I wrote it for the Manchester Land Conservation Trust, and this year and next year, the Manchester Land Conservation Trust is trying to raise over $500,000 to aid in our purchase of the Lombardo farm. This poem actually is about a bench on the Risley Preserve, and it goes like this. There is a gaze from the bench, as though looking from a trench, the most captivating ever scenes, a glittering and shimmering sheen, foliage of different colors, blended in yet standing alone. Oh, that bench is comforting. That bench is rough, fully entrenched so as not to move, sit to happily gaze at the beautiful waters, rushing to nowhere, yet fertile lands to feed. That bench is weathered. Previously it was young. Soon it will give way. The bench will be remembered. It stood in all seasons. That bench nurtured many a broken heart. cultured young loves brought and brings families together. Evermore, such it is. Will I be the bench and the streamy waters? Life. Thank you. Next poem is titled If Only. If only I could see through your eyes. If only I could use your hands. If only I could walk with your feet. If only I could chew with your teeth. If only I could hear with your ears. If only I could express myself using your feelings and emotions. If only I could allow you to be me for a minute, for an hour, for a day. If only. If only then would you understand my joy and my pain. If only. Thank you. That's it here.
Are you sitting down and dancing?
Let me make mention again that tonight was made possible by TKT Fatherhood and Family Engagement Services with Troy, CEO and co-founder right here. Also by Helpline Technologies, Mr. Luis Boating, solving all our technology needs and also helping the needy back home. Agada.com, Belinda and Ricky, Gator, Bebamos Cocktails for all your drink specials. And God's Media Group, they will solve all your media problems. Yes. Still, I am your host. I am your poet, Kwasi Mensa.
Kwasi. Kwasi. They can. Louder. Louder.
They can hear you, cannot hear. I'm not using speakers. That's why I give you headphones. Let me say a big shout out. Big shout out to my cousin Nane Chan Boating, Mr. Sampabing. He tried to sing. My next poem is taken from A Silent Noisy Walk in My Mind, page 11. It says, understand me. I want. I want. I want. That is all I want. A word with my Father. A chance to prepare me. I want my Father. I want. I want. I want. If only for a minute, to lay my head on my mother. A chance to cuddle me. I want my mother. I would give anything to hear your thunder, softened by mama's melodious note. Nothing will put us asunder. I will never talk by rote. These days are tough. I have never seen these times as they crawl, rushing. December is now January. 12 begets 1 in a flash. I want to wash my brain, hang them out to dry on a drying line, 2 pegs to hold at the end and end. Who will unzip my head so I can rend? The brain is deep, shafted mine, yet shallow like a baked water bowl. Give me detergent to wash the filth, to do away with the grime. Can you believe all is lying? Oh, my brain, await my gentle sway. The scrubbing brushes will not make way like a straight jacket. Lowered into the pits of darkness, struggling to burst forth, yet timid. Lay still, still, still. Call on him, the freedom and light. Yes, Father. Yes, Mother. It is great. Chatting again. The end. There is a special request for always. Please let me know what page it is, and I'll get to you straight away. Let me know the page. Thank you all for being part of this night. This means so much to me.
Page 46.
So there's a special request for me to read Always, page 46 of my book. Always, to the highest. We can never be that high, only by His grace. For it is not a race. He has brought us far. On a musical note, far. So we shall dance, for we are eager, like the tiger, never the dance. That is one of my shortest poems. Thank you. So my wife, ever the counselor, reads meaning to everything. So she's asking me, why did the person choose always? But me being a poet, I'm just enjoying the fact that others are enjoying the poems. I have 2 more poems to go. The first is Change. So he says, some said he had changed. Some said he was disheveled. Others said he felt disheartened. Many laughed and said he was disappointed. Hence his look and speech was bitter. He was on a mission. Much had bled his vision. Within him was a passion that fueled his intention, that he never recognized the tension building all around. He was adamant, never was he reliant, never considered himself a giant, but was very defiant of the very system that had buried the hope that he now sought. He had hope. Then he knew the truth, for he was hope, and he would keep advocating for change. And that is the last but one. Before I sign off with the very last poem, let me allow you to enjoy Nesundoma by Aretha Franklin.
Oh
No reggae.
boy.
My last poem is titled End of Year.
Before you go to your last point, can I get a request
Yes.
encore for Feelings?
You want me to repeat Feelings?
Feelings, good.
Yes, I will do that. Feelings. Somebody's phone is giving me feedback. Please, can we all mute ourselves, with the exception of the host? Feelings. Feelings, not emotions. That singular notion, a soothing feeling that is so calm. That storm before the calm. Feelings, not emotions. Static emotion, drowned to be buried, breathing yet dead. Feelings, not emotions, lost in commotion, energy with no power, not being for an hour. Feelings, not emotions, lost in the ocean, surrounded by good support, guidance to port. Feelings, not emotions, articulated commotions, careful locomotion, long-awaited symposium. Thank you.
Reggae. Reggae.
My last poem is End of Year. And my gratitude to all of you for making this night a wonderful night. Hopefully we get to sit this time in person sometime next year and enjoy more poems. Unless the sponsors decide to bring it to you again sooner. Cheers to my sponsors. And there we go. Sorry about the noise. End of year is a cause for us to sit and reflect. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody. Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed, by the tremendous support over here and on Facebook Live. Thank you so much. So let me go straight to End of Year. End of Year is special to me in the sense that it is a poem based on monosyllables. So let's go. End of Year. Reflections, deflections, erections, elections, selections. End of year. End of year. Laughter, wailing, smiling, gnashing. Still a cycle. Break the mold. End of year. End of year. Fence, wall, division, view, top, low, still laughing, total, utter nonsense. My reps. Better be. End of year. Thank you.